Hello and welcome everybody. Marvel has few of the greatest superhero teams in all of comics, be it Avengers, X-Men or Fantastic Four. The last two of these are finally coming to the MCU too. So in this video, we are going to go over what Fantastic Four as a team is and why they are a big deal. Here is all you need to know about this family of superheroes. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe for more upcoming videos. Mainly, the Fantastic Four are a group of scientific explorers led by Dr. Reed Richards, who is one of the greatest geniuses in all of Marvel. So in the MCU, Shuri and Professor Hulk are soon going to find their match in Reed Richards. It all started when the brilliant aeronautical engineer Reed Richards created the Fantastic Four after deciding to make an unauthorized test flight into space using experimental faster-than-light rocket named Marvel 1, which was his own design. Reed's plan was to help humanity. He planned to use the ship to visit an Earth-like planet in the star system some 44 light-years away. But when Reed's financiers began to lose interest in the project, Reed's girlfriend, Susan Storm, and her younger brother Johnny joined him on the flight. Reed's old friend Ben Grimm was convinced to pilot the rocket. Once in space, the rocket passed through a storm of cosmic radiation. Although Reed designed the ship to handle cosmic radiation, as it turns out, he underestimated the intensity. The ship was bombarded with so much radiation that its shielding couldn't contain it. This caused the spaceship to crash back down on Earth. All four members aboard survived the crash, but they discovered that radiation had mutated their bodies and had given them remarkable new powers. Reed gained the ability to stretch his body and limbs. Johnny was able to fly and become engulfed in flames that he could control. And Susan was able to bend light around her body and become invisible. And Ben Grimm gained incredible strength and durability, but his body was tragically transformed, becoming a muscular orange rock like the Thing. After the team gained superpowers, Susan Storm, Johnny Storm and Ben Grimm decided to remain together to explore the boundaries of science. They set up their base in Baxter Building, and the group was funded by Dr. Richards' personal fortune that he has accumulated throughout his life by many patents that he owned at that point. These four created a new company called the Fantastic Four, with Susan Storm being its CEO. The four members created the superhero name for themselves, Reed's being called Mr. Fantastic, Susan being the Invisible Woman, Johnny being the Human Torch, and Ben Grimm being the Thing. They are not superheroes in the traditional sense, but rather explorers, facing whatever challenge that may arise as a family. Some of the team's oldest and most frequent enemies have involved such foes as Mole Man, the Skrulls, Namor the Submariner, Doctor Doom, the Puppet Master, Kang the Conqueror, the Frightful Foe, Annihilus, Galactus, and Claw, among many other. I have already done a video on Fantastic Four villains that we want to see in the MCU. The link will be in the upper right corner. So how powerful is this team of four? Well, they are more powerful than they seem on the first impression. Johnny Storm, Sue Storm's younger brother, possesses the ability to control fire, allowing him to project fire from his body, as well as the power of flight. The Human Torch's Nova Blast is powerful enough to destabilize the core of Earth or to ignite the entire atmosphere, and he can fly at speeds many times greater than the speed of the sound. Then we have the Thing, who can casually hit with enough force to explode moons and can survive the destruction of the planets. Although his strength is lesser than that of the Hulk's, and when Spider-Man turned into the Hulk, he was able to beat the Thing. Again, the link to this crazy story will be in the upper right corner. The Thing is often filled with anger, self-loathing, and self-pity over his new existence. He serves as an uncle figure, a long-term friend of the family with short temper and caustic sense of humor. The Thing is someone who turned into a monster and was bitter for a long time because unlike the other three, he cannot change back to his normal appearance. Susan Storm, the Invisible Woman, is powerful enough that she has injured the likes of Doctor Doom and Galactus, and her shields have withstood many attacks of that level. Mr. Fantastic, that is Reed Richards, is a scientific genius and can stretch, twist and reshape his body to inhuman proportions. Mr. Fantastic serves as the father figure of the group and is a pragmatic character. Richard blames himself for the failed space mission, particularly because of how the event transformed the pilot Ben Grimm. And then there is Franklin Richards, the son of Reed Richards and Susan Storm, who as a child made universes as toys, and in an alternate future made Galactus his herald, and Valeria Richards, who at the age of 2 or 3 was stated to be smarter than her father, but technically they aren't on the team. And that is all you need to know about Fantastic Four. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and see you in the next one.